To answer that question, I'll have to talk about IDC, that's the Identity Discovery Challenge. So I was at a stage in my life where I felt like I'd had enough of not achieving much. I wanted more from myself. So I just happened to be scrolling on Instagram and I came across Coach Tombra's page advertising IDC. So I joined IDC, and then Coach Tombra spoke to me about VGAP, and that was how I decided to join eventually. So VGAP has given me the push that I didn't realize I needed. VGAP has caused a mind shift to occur. VGAP has been a turning point in my life. I feel like VGAP has set me on a path. So VGAP has answered a lot of questions I had and set me on that path to, fulfilling purpose and living a fulfilled life. It was always like, when you have one module, you're like, this is my best module. And then you have the next one, you're like, oh my God, this is it. But I think it was module 3. Module 3 was the most difficult of all the modules for me, and it just forced me to sit down. It made me realize that I tend to run away from things when they're difficult, and I just had to make myself sit down and go through the workbook from module 3, and I think I would say that was the best for me. VGAP, I would say, is a life-changing investment. I say that because from VGAP you get things that would cause change for you now, as well as things that would, influence your future. I also have come to realize that VGAP influences my relationship with people around me. I have adapted things I've learned from VGAP into my relationship with my sister. I also feel that VGAP has made me be a better wife, be a better person in the first place, and I'm sure that it's making me be a better wife and be a better mom to my kids. So it's a blessing to not just me, but also by extension to people around me. For my voyage, I started a podcast on parenting. The angle I came from was that I'm a medical practitioner who has had experience with children. I'm also married and we plan to have children, at some point in the future. So it was for me an opportunity to share my experience and also share my learnings as I prepare for, the parenting journey. And it's been a beautiful experience. VGAP is such that, you think that I'm coming to VGAP just to answer one question, what am I supposed to do? But VGAP puts you in that position where you just keep doing more. You don't just stop at that one thing that you think is the answer. You just keep doing more. So yeah, I believe there's more to come. Obviously, I'm a podcast host and I tend to do more. So just basically watch out for me. Yeah. So I'm grateful to God for orchestrating this, for orchestrating my meeting with Coach Tombra. I'm grateful to Coach Tombra herself for answering God's call on her life and giving herself. She literally gave herself to us, poured out herself to us, and it wasn't just about VGAP. We have a community where loads of resources are available. Like, take for instance myself starting a podcast. There was a separate course on starting your podcast, things you need to put in place, things you need to do. And it wasn't just about podcasting alone. There were other resources about starting your YouTube channel, writing a book. Loads of resources available to you as a VGAPer. Then being in the community, I'm just really grateful to Coach Tombra for who she is. And she's not just showing you the way, just maybe theoretically. She's doing it herself. You can see that she's doing it herself, putting in the work herself, and I feel that she's someone to emulate. And I really thank God for her life. I'm grateful for the lives of my fellow VGAPers as well. It's been a privilege meeting them and getting to learn from them, getting to share their experiences. And for the team that has put this retreat together, thank you so much. Super grateful.